So it's my first time being in a commercial gym in a while. Shout out to everybody who does go to the commercial gyms, because this is not an easy life. The fact that y'all are going, 10 out of 10. The fact that y'all are going, getting it done during the chaos, also 10 out of 10. And I think I'm spoiled because, I'm used to training in my facility, training where I work or where I train people. So when it comes to gym etiquette, I don't know how y'all do it. And if you don't know how to do it, I'll probably be dropping tidbits on what you should and should not be doing. Gym etiquette, one of the things I struggle with here, right? So if you are doing anything that requires dumbbells, you do not need to do it in front of all the dumbbells. Dumbbells are mobile. It means you can move them. So please move them away from the dumbbell rack so everyone else can have access to the dumbbells. Tip number 2, we all know that the mirrors motivate us. I love a good mirror, okay? Mirrors motivate us. So if you know someone is using a mirror, maybe we shouldn't do an RDL right in front of them as they're doing their mirror monitoring. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of courtesy, just think about what you would and would not want done to you while you're training. Another thing I like about commercial gyms, usually everyone's there to get their stuff done. Bless you all who have patience to wait for those who are texting during their sets. Can't do it. Text before or after. Not in between, wasting time. Luckily, this facility where I am, there's multiple items. So you have multiple lat pulls and multiple squat racks, multiple benches. So if it's not crowded, you usually have enough, options to get your stuff done. But if you don't, please move with haste, because others are trying to get a pump. Ooh, commercial gyms, sauna, plus 10 out of 10. Love that for me, because I don't have this at my gym. So getting in, getting a good sweat, getting a good stretch, 10 out of 10, love it. As a coach, personal trainer, sports performance coach, personally, I struggle. I struggle when I see people in danger. I'm a servant. I like to serve, I like to help, I like to give guidance, I like to give support, coaching, education. And it's really hard for me to have to watch people almost kill themselves in here. Hats off to those who know that you're able to do and do safely. Able to come in, train, do so in a safe manner, safety first, whether that be your space around you or the actual exercises that you're doing. I think it's really important to make sure that you are safe. And if you do see one about to die, just please step in and help. Please ask, ask for consent. Consent is always important. But for me, it's really hard. It's really hard because I really want people to be, safe. Do whatever workout you want, do whatever training session you want, do whatever. But please, folks, please, 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 train safe, train hard, and have fun. But Lord, these backs out here about to blow. Here's another thing I've noticed. Depending on the gym, of course, there's different gym protocols. Some people don't like you slamming weights. Some people don't like you throwing stuff against the wall. Being a performance coach, we do a lot with med balls and ballistic movements with medicine balls. So being able to throw them against the wall, slam them on the floor, throw them up to the ceiling, stuff like that. They don't have that function here. So that's something that's kind of like but I can understand keeping the gym up to par, keeping it in a place where people, feel safe. People not knowing what they're doing, medicine balls, throwing it, and could potentially hurt themselves or others. So not having med balls sucks for me. Understand it from a corporate standpoint as to why we don't. But just another thing, we can kind of make modifications with different plyometric things with push-ups or ropes, battle ropes as another alternative. Or, there's different speed type exercises with the barbells and the dumbbells, but being able to miss that catch and throw movement of med balls, kind of miss it, but understand why it's not here. Another thing I think is really important is to know your training space. I know I'm kind of saying pros and cons of this commercial gym, but just understand what you're working with and what's important to you. If privacy is really important to you, invest in somewhere where you can train alone or with minimal people. Group training is really important to you. Get with the boot camp class. Sign up for my boot camp. It's in my bio. Little plug right there. if access, 24-hour access is really important to you, get to a gym where you have 24-hour access, or you have access for an extended period of time. Also, it's gonna be really important to making sure you remove the hurdles from reaching your training goals, right? One thing that I like about the gym, for example, is you have access to a lot of stuff. So, you know, if someone were to sign up with a custom training program with me, you would say, okay, I'm working at Fitness Connection. All right, so I have this, and it lets me know what you have access to so that I can program that way. So if I know there's a machine and the dumbbells are way over there, I might say, hey, bring one dumbbell to the machine so you can alternate back and forth, not only to do both exercises at the same time, but to maximize your training time. We don't have all day to just be walking around waiting for equipment, right? So we can put things together, put them in groups, put them in supersets so that you can get a lot done, get your heart rate up, you know, do the things that we can get a lot in a short amount of time. That's something you want to do. But I think the biggest thing for me is making sure that, one, if you're training, train with purpose. Be safe, be careful, but train as hard as you can, right? Two, no matter what your training goal is, make sure your training setting is conducive for that. If you're a private person, get your garage gym, train in your apartment gym, train somewhere where it's just gonna be you and the weights so you can get your stuff done. If you're a group training person, sign up with a boot camp, sign up with a group class. Do something to where you feel that fellowship and where you can feel that team unity and that bonding and that community experience to help you get what you need. If you don't care about none of that, you just need some equipment, no matter where it is, 24-hour access, get yourself a commercial gym. All those things I can help you with. All those things we can make you training plans for. So just let me know if you need anything. I hope this is helpful for you. Shout out to all my commercial gym folks out there. It's hard out here, so I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, and I love you guys. All right, Max out.